Hey, hello YouTube. So today I'm out practicing my roping. I was gonna go to cross praying yesterday, the Cowboy Church here in town, one of my friends goes to. They have roping night, $20, however many times you can get in the box. Bunch of guys out there having fun, practicing the rope. Bunch of pretty good guys out there. I went 2 weeks ago. I didn't get to go yesterday because it had a flat tire on the trailer, so I was really bummed about that, but oh well, it happens. So today, I was out practicing again. Excuse me. Okay, so here's my setup. Trying to practice roping on the ground for roping on the horse is a little bit difficult for me because I can catch it all day long on the ground, but I get up on that horse and I'm at a different level. So it makes it difficult for me. But I can't always have my horse out here because it's too much work to saddle him up if I only have 30 minutes to rope. That takes up all my time right there. So I figured something that's pretty quick to do, and it's free. So the other day I went out, I had a 17-inch K&B Saddlery saddle that came with the horse. And it was a pretty good saddle. It was comfortable, but my problem was trying to rope. Couldn't stay in it because it's 17 inches, and I'm a little skinny guy. So, I decided I needed to get a good roping saddle. I can keep my other one for pleasure because it's pretty comfortable. So I got me a good roping saddle. This saddle right here is a Corey Ross church roping saddle. Corey Ross is a pastor of a church down in Liberty Hill, Texas. Apparently he's been known as a pretty good roper. This is a Champion Heeler saddle made by Masters Saddle Company. I'm not sure if this was a championship saddle that somebody won or one that he was riding or what, but anyway, it's a very good saddle. 4T Saddles and Tack in Ben Wheeler, Texas. They have pretty good selection. I got the saddle with cinch and backstrap for like $4.25, and then I bought a $20-something used breast collar for it since I didn't have one. So they've got a pretty good selection in this saddle. They put a new horn core on it and a dally wrap. They were whoever had it before me was definitely roping with it. You can tell it was used. But anyway, so this is my setup. We have this gate out here, and I thought, well, why won't that work? It's a 15-inch saddle, by the way, and I just need something that gets me up approximately what the height of my horse is, 15 hands, and this is close enough. It's like probably a 4-foot gate. It's close enough. I just need to get up higher and be sitting, because another thing is I'm sitting on the horse. I'm standing on the ground, and you can't throw when you're sitting flat on your butt. So here's my setup. I took my saddle and draped it across the gate. And be careful when you do this though, because you could really damage your saddle if you don't strap it up right. Anyway, I basically set it up like you would a horse. Now I understand this saddle is not exactly sitting like it would if it was on a horse. It's kind of aimed forward. Well, that's simply because of the fact that the saddle's made to go on a horse's back that's aimed up. But it's close enough right now. If you really wanted to be technical, you could probably tighten this back strap down really good, like really, really tight, and then tighten your front cinch down, and you could get it. But anyway, don't misshape your saddle or anything trying to do it. But I wrapped this back strap to kind of keep it from trying to slide over quite as easily. It's still going to do it. It's not cinched to a horse, so it's just on a piece of pipe, so it's going to slide. But anyway, it's basically set up like a horse, something for me to get on. And then there's my roping dummy. For a cheap roping dummy, that's awesome. You get like I don't know how much that steer head was, because my parents got it for me for Christmas a long time ago. Like I was probably not even 10 yet. But it just jabs in a bale of hay. It's cheap, but I think I've seen them advertised maybe 20 bucks at Atwoods, something like that. Stick it in a bale of hay, you got a rope and steer. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to set this back on a bucket over there and let y'all watch me. And I'm basically going to go through the motions of what's going to happen when I'm on my horse. If y'all have any suggestions or anything, please don't hesitate to let me know. I would love to hear them. Because I'm trying to learn. I'm not really wanting to learn so much for a competitive standpoint as I am from a practical standpoint. I really want to learn for when we're out doing our own cows. As you could probably hear mine in the background, she's the loudest one of them all. If one gets out, we have a problem with one, I can get out there, rope it, bring it in. So I'm just going to mount up here. And one thing I will suggest is if your stirrups land right, when you're putting your foot in, my stirrup landed just right on this pipe right here. My suggestion is put your foot on the pipe to swing in the saddle, just so you don't pull your saddle all the way over. But throw a leg over. You want to get in it and get comfortable. Put another stirrup. Now, I'm sitting on my horse. It's a very special horse. It's a gate horse. Have my rope. I'm going to go ahead and recoil my rope like I'm on my horse. Right now, I'm going to pretend I have my reins draped around my saddle horn. I'm going to go ahead and pick those reins up, and I hold mine roper reins. If this right here is your rein, I hold mine, well, they'd be like this. I hold mine behind my hand like that with my pinky. So when I'm holding my rope, I can hold with my important fingers. My pinky finger's the only one that's limited. So, we're going to go ahead and recoil this rope. Let me go ahead and grab my reins here. Got my reins in this hand. Going to throw the rope out there. Holding my horse back. Go through all the motions that you have when you're on your horse. Don't kick it unless you want him to move. Careful of where your hand position is with your left hand for your reins. I really thought about finding a way to just put some reins up here just so I would have something to remind me. Like I said, I'm trying to learn, so you really don't have to take anything that I say and believe it. But this is just to give y'all an idea of a cheap roping dummy and a roping horse dummy for you to sit on. Get comfortable in your saddle. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my, or get a good loop for my rope. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my tail too. I'm holding my reins in my left hand right now. I'm gonna grab them with my right hand and take this tail. The tail for me is one loop, is my tail length. So, have my reins back in my left hand. Just gonna build my loop up. Now, another thing is, be careful when you go to throw your rope like this. Don't bring your rope around right here, because guess what? There's a horse head there. You may not can see him, but he's there. So, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this around. Bring it up to my hand. Now then, you want 4 strands in your hand. You'll have a tail, and you'll have three coils. You'll have 4 strands in your hand. What I do to get the length of my spoke is I grab it right here, and if I'm on my horse, I hold my hand right there, bring it back where I can beat on the middle of my chest, right there. That's my spoke. Go ahead and get your other twist out of it. Now then, you're ready to go. I'm going to assume most of y'all already know how to throw a rope, so we're going to get right into it. I'll do a few swings right here just to make sure it feels good, kind of get the size of the loop I want. Okay. Now then, picture this. I'm sitting on my horse. The chute is right up in here, okay? I'm going to back my horse in the box. Back my horse up in the box. I'm going to hold him there. Now, notice where my left hand is. My left hand is right down here next to the saddle horn, holding the reins, so my horse doesn't decide to go forward yet. Okay? I'm comfortable in the saddle. Got everything loose. Holding my rope here. Now, I'm gonna signal to my chute for practicing. I'm gonna signal to my chute. He's gonna open the gate. Now that calf just shot out. Okay? So I nod my head, the calf shoots out, so I pull my hand up to give my horse slack on the reins, spurring, get up into position. I'm gonna assume I can get into position pretty quick. Then I'm gonna twirl my rope and I'm gonna deliver. So let's do all that, only faster. Okay? So we're gonna back the horse up into the box. Okay? Pretty comfortable. I've already tested my swing there. Now then, signal to him. Here we go. Stand up, throw, pull, and you can practice dowling too if you want. Now, remember, where your left hand is where your horse is going to be. I made a mistake there. When I went back with my hands, when I threw that rope, I pulled my hand back here. Maybe not quite that far, but to show you, I pulled my hand back. You don't want to do that. Just remember, on your horse, if you do that, that horse is going to go over here and it's going to stop. Now, for us, when we practice roping, they don't let us practice stopping unless we have a breakaway rope. But when we're roping, once we get it on their horns and we get that loop caught, we follow them on in to where they're to the return. They pull the rope off, give us our rope back, and we go back to the line. So it's not like you can sit here and you can just go, okay, well, I got him, throw your rope on the ground. No, you can't do that. When you get him back to the return, you're gonna throw your rope down and let him get it off. So now that I've roped him, this is the thing about being in the saddle, is getting off and getting your rope done. So I'm gonna go ahead, drape my reins over my saddle horn, just like that, and I'm gonna dismount. Okay. Now, pull the rope off. I'm going to go ahead and recoil on the ground, because that's probably what I'm going to do when I'm practicing if I have to get off and get my rope. But you need to make sure you practice coiling on your horse too, because you're going to have to know how to do that, because you're not going to have somebody standing on the ground that's there to coil your rope up and hand it to you if you're on your horse. So make sure you can coil your rope on your horse. I can. I'm not the best at it yet, but I can. So now I'm going to go ahead and mount up. I always mount up on my horse's left side, on the driver's side if you want to call it that. For the purpose of today though, I'm mounting up on the right side because of the way my saddle is hanging. So I'm going to go ahead and mount up. As a matter of fact though, I think I just spotted something. It looks like my stirrups aren't at the same length. So that can affect the way I perform. So let me count here. There's 3 holes there, and there's 3 holes there. Let me count here. This is a very important thing when you're riding. It's making sure you got everything adjusted right and equal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 holes showing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 holes showing. They aren't just the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 holes. No, they are. Never mind. I counted them. So, anyway. Sorry about that, people. That would have been a good time for y'all to get up, go grab a drink. If y'all are roping off a horse. Y'all should already know most of this stuff. I'm just here, like I said, to present you with an idea and to show you how I do it. It's up to you whether you do it or not, whether you actually believe it. Now that I have that done, I'm gonna mount back up. Mount up. When you're doing this, make sure your saddle's centered on the gate, or at least level, so you get more of a feeling of what you're doing. The reins are on the saddle horn. Take my tail, drop it over my left side. That's how I always do it. Pick up my reins. Make sure I hold back on them. Start forming my loop. So I'm going to do that while I'm out of the box. What I always do is when I get down and I've just pulled that fourth loop, that fourth coil, out of my hand. So this right here comes back to make the fourth coil, the fifth strand. I pull that loose, spin it around. Usually goes better than that though. Spin it around and grab it, and I can go ahead and pull my slack. Now then, I get my loop built how I want, right in there. Now then, back my horse up into the box. I'm in the box. Hands holding the reins. Now, I'm going to start twirling my rope. Something doesn't feel right there. Rope's twirled. Ordinarily you don't do that in the box, but I did. Anyway, calf's over there. Hands down, holding the reins. Signal the guy, push the reins forward, spur my horse. And I'm going to assume I get set up pretty quick. Start twirling, 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 stand up, throw, and I missed. Oh well. I'll get him next time. That one got away. But the good news is I don't have to get off and get the rope off the dummy. So, I need somebody standing here to just pull the rope off the dummy and hand it to me. Alright, just pulled my fourth one loose. Feet on my chest. Get that last twist out of it. Build my loop how I want it, just like that. Back my horse into the box. Okay. Now, center my saddle back up here. Gonna signal the guy, push my reins forward, start twirling because I got set up fast. Reins are forward, stand up in the saddle, throw. I caught it. Now I'm gonna pull back on my reins and with my right hand. Except that one twisted up on me. Now then, I'm gonna go ahead and dally here. So I dally, and I'm done. Let me do it one more time, y'all. I'm gonna try to see if when I edit this video, if maybe I can do this one, put it in slow motion. In case I can't, I'm gonna set up my phone as a different clip to do it in slow motion so I can at least paste that one into there and let y'all see. So I'm gonna go ahead and coil on the ground. It's just easier to do. My horse isn't going anywhere. Go ahead and mount up. Alright. Now I'm in the saddle. I actually feel like I need to take my stirrups up a little bit because I'm not standing very high in my saddle. See, there's not a lot of room underneath it. But for right now, I'm going to leave them alone. Do that in a minute. Pull my reins up. Reins in my left hand. I was fortunate enough, try that again. I was fortunate enough 2 weeks ago when I went roping to meet Mr. Cy Moon. He's a farrier here in town. And he showed me some things about roping, gave me this rope. All I had was a 7/16 pasture rope that I had bought just so I would have a rope. And he told me, he said, you need to get a softer rope that you can actually twirl. And he gave me this one. And so I have it. Gave me a roping glove because all I was using was a leather glove. But he's nice enough. He told me that if I want to work with his schedule, he'd be willing to teach me some things. Alright, in the box, yes I know, I just threw that over my horse's head. Sorry. Okay, now, back my horse in the box. Get everything situated, hands down. Signal to the gate, spur my horse. I'm up and going because I got set up. Hands are up, hands are up, hands are up. Stand up, throw. Whoops, only caught part of it. That doesn't count. Disqualify me for that one. So, try this again. I think part of it's because I'm too low in the saddle. I need to take my stirrups up one hole. Alright, y'all. Back horse in the box, horses in the box. Signal the gate, push my hands forward, spur my horse. Twirl, 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 stand up, throw, got him. Pull back on my left hand and back on my right hand, and dally. Okay. Now then, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to y'all. I'm going to go ahead and take that slow motion to put in there. So hopefully you'll have 2 slow motions, but if not, you'll at least have 1. Until next time, I'm Wesley Rudd. Today I'm out practicing roping. If you've seen my channel, you know that I do all kinds of random things. So please like, share, comment. Don't hate, just comment. If you hate, I will flag your post and you won't get to keep it on there. Any help is appreciated, guys. If you've got a video you want to refer me to, I watched the Drew Stew series. It's pretty good, but for me personally, I can't really get something like this from a video, so I'm better with somebody there to teach me. Anyway, if you have any videos you want me to see, any things you want to tell me or anything like that, please do let me know. Like I said, I'm trying to learn to rope, so mainly what I was saying was the steps that I go through. So far I'm pretty good on the ground. I can rope it, you know, pretty consistently. Right now I think my record stands at like 7 shots in a row with maybe 1 in between that was a miss, 1 or 2 in between that was a miss, so that's a pretty good record. It's like 7, I would say about 7 out of 10 times I actually hit the dummy on the ground. I'm getting better sitting on the horse. I'm at the point now where I feel like if I could get my horse to track and to get me in position, because my horse isn't a roping horse, so I'm having to actually steer him and guide him into place. But I feel like if I could get my horse to get in position, then I could throw a rope and get the rope over the steer and call it good. So for today, from Tyler, Texas, on this beautiful, bright, shining November the 15th day. It's like 80 something degrees out here. It's pretty warm out here in the sun. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. Y'all have a good day. And after this, you'll see a slow motion. Thank y'all. Bonus footage. Okay. So while I was at it, I figured I'd go ahead and show y'all what I did for my rope tie. This is very simple. All this is right here. Get one more off of it. Pull it up. Here's my rope. Set that there for a minute. Okay, all this is right here is a saddle string I got from Walmart, or from Atwoods. Sorry, not Walmart. It's like 72 inches long. All I did is take this end, split it with my knife. It's a 1/4 inch wide, I believe. No, I think it's half. Anyway, 1/2 inch saddle string. Split it with my knife, tied a knot on the end to keep it from splitting anymore. Ran that up through there, just like that. Came out here as long as I wanted. You can make this shorter or longer depending on how many wraps you want around your rope when you do it. Did the same thing here, only split it even longer. Tied the end. Now all you have to do when you want to tie your rope up, and this works very well, is oops. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Take your tie, flip it around your rope. Trying to do this with one hand is not working. I go around mine 3 times is what I make. And your 4th time goes up. Your knot also helps you, gives you something to grab onto. You just go around your saddle horn. There you go. Rope's not going anywhere. Bam. Yeah, baby. Ingenious.